Hey, what up, everybody? Welcome to the garage here, because this is walk and talk is more of a stand and talk, because for the away games, we do the pregame, postgame show from the studio. The home games, we do it from the stadium. So it's, just a lot better aesthetically for those home games, but I digress. I'm Ari Temkin. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I thought I'd pop on here for a few minutes, give you my thoughts on the Cowboys' 27-17 victory over the New Orleans Saints, their first victory in the Superdome since 2009, believe it or not. And I want to tell you why this win to me was excruciating. We'll do that in a moment. But first, thanks for checking out the video. If you like what you see, give it a thumbs up. And consider subscribing to the channel and ring the bell. That way you're notified when I post new videos on the Cowboys. Cowboys 27-17. It was an excruciating win because it just, I don't want to say it never felt comfortable, because, they win a lot of games close and not comfortable, but it seemed like good plays were offset by bad plays and good stretches by bad stretches. They just couldn't get it right. It was excruciating. It just, even at the end where they're up 2 scores with 5 minutes to go and they're Taysom Hill's throwing interceptions every play, you're still like, why isn't this game over yet? It was an excruciating win for the Cowboys. And look, they're 8-4. Okay? They're 8-4. They get a win. A win is a win is a win is a win. And they're finally done with this 3 games in 12 days stretch here. Now they get a bunch of time off before they play again. But you have to understand, in the NFL and football in general, we can be so overreactive to wins and so overreactive to losses. And so in losses, sometimes we can over-exaggerate flaws and underappreciate and under-examine the successful parts of the team in a loss. And in a win, we do the opposite. In a win, we can, your flaws are still there and unveiled when you win. Your flaws are still there. And this team, first 7 weeks of the season, this was an elite offense. This was an incredible offense that couldn't do anything wrong. It was all great. The O-line blocked. The play calling was incredible. The quarterback play was absurd. It was MVP level. The receiver, just running game. Everything worked. And so I guess I'm just waiting for that to pick back up again. And that was wrong for me for expecting that. They have played better defenses, and this defense, the Saints have a good defense. They were missing everybody on offense, but they have a good defense. But still, even despite that, they miss throws. The play calling is just off. And Brian Broaddus, my co-host on the Dallas Cowboys radio network, said early on in the game, run to the edge. You're not going to win the battle up front. And you could tell early on they weren't winning up front. There was a play early on. They tried to run to the right side. They had 12 personnel, 1 running back and 2 tight ends. So they had everybody offset to the right. They had all these blockers to the right side. They even pulled Connor McGovern. So they had another blocker on that right side. And they ran to the right side, and they couldn't push. You've got more guys to block their front coming in, and you still couldn't get anything going on that play. So run to the outside occasionally. So it's stuff like that. And then they run that toss and scamper in 58 yards for the touchdown. So, the play calling, Dak missing throws, it's not just about the defense. The defense of the Saints did some things, but I think, this is a flawed offense. 7 weeks into the season, it was a championship-level offense, one of the best offenses in football, and it still has parts of it. And there are times, there's plenty of time left for them to get back that magic, so to speak. But it just seems very precarious right now for this team. It's an 8-4, but it's not a very optimistic 8-4. We had legitimate Super Bowl aspirations for this football team after 7 weeks, and now that doesn't seem Super Bowl. That's not something to associate this team with. Now you could say the same thing about most of the teams in the NFC at this point. NFC is wide open. 5 and 6 teams are still in the thick of the playoff chase, so nobody's pulled away. There's still plenty of football for this thing to be turned around, and we'll see if it can happen. Cowboys win, 8-4. They've got a ton of time off now before playing the football team. They've got the football team 2 of the next 3 weeks, so they could really start to put this division away and hopefully maybe build some momentum on offense moving forward. Also, before I get out of here, Micah Parsons, holy cow, 10 sacks in his first 12 NFL football games, 7.5 sacks in 5 games. He's had 7.5 sacks the last 5 games. He's a monster. He's incredible. And DeMarcus Lawrence came back, limited this week, but still played well. But next week, they'll have Randy Gregory back. They're going to have DeMarcus closer to, playing more snaps, and Neville Gallimore too. So you mix those guys in with Micah Parsons, and suddenly where you needed this offense to be great because the defense was going to be average to below average, suddenly it's like, well, how good can this defense be? Jaron Kearse, 9 total tackles, 8 solo tackles, 2 tackles for loss, an INT. Incredible free agent find, and I'll eat crow on that one. I was like, who's this guy? Why sign somebody that I've heard of? Sign somebody that can make some plays. Jaron Kearse can make some plays. It's like fishing. You throw enough lines in the water, you're going to catch some, and they've hit big on some of these guys, and Kearse is one of them in free agency. All right, Cowboys beat the Saints 27-17. If you like what you watched, thank you. Thumbs up. And subscribe to the channel and ring the bell. That way you're notified when I post new videos.